Welcome in, everyone. It's Electricity Wave here, and I'm here to show you how I made the switch from controller to mouse and keyboard. I've played controller for literally my entire life, and I'm not gonna lie, I was hesitant to make the switch too, but I'm here to show you what to do and why it's worth it. These are some of the things that I did to make the switch a lot less scarier than you may think it is. Now, one of the first games that I started with was Destiny and Overwatch. These games are great because they don't require a lot of keybinds like, say, a Fortnite. There's not too many attachments in the game like an Apex, so it's just pure fun. You just have the guns, you have a PvE, or it's just a very simple base movement style in both of these games. So I started out playing Destiny, and then I would switch to Overwatch every now and then, and honestly, they were a huge help, I say, in switching from controller to mouse and keyboard. Another big thing that helps people make the switch is knowing how to aim, right? So aiming is important in every type of shooter, whether it's third person or first person. The thing that helps me the most, there's a bunch of different aim simulators, but my favorite is Kovacs. You can get it on Steam for about $10. I don't know how often it goes on sale, but if you find a couple drills, you can Google some drills or look up what kind of tracking or flicks or shotgun shots type drills that you want to try, and just doing those over and over can help a lot. For me, I'll do about 5 to 6 drills every day. I do them about 2 to 3 times each, and it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes a day, and I've been doing it every single day for the past, I think, 2 months now. So that's made a huge difference in my aiming, and I can tell it pays off in the game. And you throw on some music or a podcast or someone else's stream and just kind of relax. It's super, it's just really, it's like a nice, like, relaxing moment, and just something that's like kind of like, it's almost like meditating. I actually enjoy it, and you have leaderboards and high scores, so you can see when you actually improve. And it pays off when you start to play games and you see the payoff. It gets you excited to want to go back and improve and keep doing it, you know. So when I'm playing with friends in like Apex now, I'll see like when I really track someone or get a nice flick, whether it's a shotgun or a sniper, I'm like, damn, like that's the Kovacs, it's paying off. So just knowing what kind of drills to do in Kovacs really helps. You can find new ones, you can try harder ones, easier ones. If you guys want, I can make a separate video on which Kovacs drills and strategies I use every day. But yeah, I'll throw some Kovac clips in here so you guys can see what kind of drills I do. Another big thing is understanding your sensitivity or your DPI for your type of play style. So if you label yourself as someone that's really like aggressive and fast, like pace, like in any type of shooter, like you like the crazy shots, the flicks, then you're going to want to raise your DPI. If you're someone that's more passive, maybe a support player, and you really like to focus in on your shots, you're more defensive, then you want to lower it. For me, I kept it at the regular 800 DPI, I'm pretty sure. And I have the Logitech G502. It's a wired mouse. I want to get a wireless, but this is all I have right now. Another big thing for switching to mouse and keyboard is setting your keybinds that work for your hand size in the way that you think. So say you have a grenade button and G might be too far away. Well, if you have a mouse button on the side, you could throw one of the grenade buttons or a melee button on the mouse, so it's really easy and accessible. Same as for like a tactical or an alt. And just knowing kind of how you play and the size of your hand, really, if something's uncomfortable, I would switch the keybind, honestly. Like, for me, I don't like having any button that I have to reach over more than 1 or 2 buttons for, you know, pressing it for in the game. So if I'm on WASD, I don't want to have to press H or Y for anything. So even G's kind of far, so I kind of use the Q, Z, X, the C, the E, the R, the V, sometimes the numbers, and then my mouse buttons. So I try to keep everything really compact and close. And then just practicing daily, you know, throwing in that 15 minutes of Kovacs or Aim God or whatever type of Aim Hero, whatever type of new aim game they have out. Just doing that for, you know, 5 to 10 minutes and then maybe raise it to 15 minutes. It makes the world's difference. So that stuff's really important. And then once you get the hang of it, you can start to, you know, transfer over from games like Destiny and Overwatch, and then go to your Apex Legends, your Call of Duties, maybe even your Fortnite. So it's just really understanding your keyboard, how your mind works, because sometimes people will have the craziest keybinds, but it just works for them. So looking up someone's keybinds, it might not be the best idea. I mean, you might want to do what works for you. You could take a little bit of advice maybe from a pro player's like keybinds, that it might make sense for both of you, but sometimes their keybinds are really crazy, or just might not make sense for who you are as a player. So I would advise that, just being really patient with it. It's taken me probably, like, I'd say within like month 6 I felt really comfortable. I think I've been on mouse and keyboard for about 8 or 9 months now ish, roughly 8 or 9 months, and I feel really comfortable now, like it's just second nature. So I'd say like 2 months ago. So yeah, like 6 months in, you'll really start to, it just really depends on how much you commit, you know, time commit to the Kovacs, to playing every day. I know I would switch on and off with controller and stuff a little bit, but you really just have to put your mind to it and be like, yo, I'm gonna be a mouse and keyboard player, and whenever I play these type of games, I'm just gonna do it. And playing non-shooters helps a lot too, because it just kind of gets your mind used to where the buttons are on the keyboard, because that was the hardest thing. You had to think about what you had to do in game, and you don't really know where every key is, or your fingers might accidentally hit. That would happen to me all the time. I'd accidentally hit Q in an Apex, that's your ult, so I would always waste my ult. So I was like, no, I need to change this. So I still do it a little bit to this day. So I switched my ult to a mouse key button, and then I made Q like melee, or you can just make it nothing if you want. So little stuff like that helps. If you guys have any other questions, I would be honored to answer them, and I could maybe make a Kovacs video to show you guys exactly what drills I've been doing for the past 2 months and how much it's helped me. So if you guys like the content, make sure to like, subscribe, comment any questions you have. I also stream on Twitch at Electricity Wave. Thank you guys for watching and listening. We'll see you next time. Peace.